it's going to be recorded. Okay, I especially wanted to record the sharing of Sogat. Okay, Sogat, please start now.
Thank you, Keshav sir. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Sogat Gautam. I am 15 years old and I'm a grade 10 student at Cap Secondary School. So, as you can see with my school uniform in this class, I am at my working hours. That's school. So, I'm very thankful to Keshav sir for having me here today in front of all you dear teachers from different parts of the world that I know. I'm here to share some of my experience regarding Scrabble. So this series of sessions and this session by Scrabble Club Pokhara is all about gamification in learning. And as far as I'm concerned about, gamification basically is a process which will help both students and teachers on creating a kind of jolly environment so that we don't need to center our eyeballs on those book pages and just go over and over again the same thing. So it's about alluring we students to have our interest upon some topics so that both the teaching learning process will be very easy. So through different games and tricks and methods, you dear teachers are doing so, and I think that's where Scrabble comes in, and with it I comes in. So it's hard to explain in words how good Scrabble has turned out to be. So starting from the very beginning, Scrabble was introduced in my school, Cape Secondary School, by Scrabble Cup Pokhara itself and Sir himself in front of all my friends and me. So at first glance, it was no more than just a board game, means a literal game that we took as extracurricular activities if we wish to. But later I came to know that we were completely wrong. So gradually we learned about Scrabble. So it was not a big deal on learning how we used to play how to play Scrabble, but learning some tricks and the words was a thing that we had to work hard upon. So I used to gather 3, 4 of my friends and used to get into our rooms, our different rooms, and play Scrabble with them in our leisure time game periods. And sometimes our teachers would ask us to just bring the Scrabble boards in our running classes and divide us in groups and ask to play. So that's how we learned about Scrabble. So in my school, there were just uh, a few of us playing Scrabble, the English Scrabble. But later, when SCP introduced math as well as Nepali Scrabble, a lot of students jumped into it out of curiosity, and we were so many students that we had to separate 2 or 3 days, the entire day for teaching them and playing the entire day. So it was quite fun during the beginning, at the beginning, and it was a thing that all the students from grade 2 to grade 12 everyone enjoyed. So about my competitions, I guess the first time I was into a Scrabble competition was of course at my school, the intra-school competition. And last year I tried for the nationals but didn't make it to. But this year I made it into the nationals and I stood third. Though it was online, it was a great experience for me. So Scrabble for me and my studies, it has been such a great thing. So I now don't need to go over my grammar books pages, read out the synonyms, antonyms, and all those words out there. No, I just don't need to do that. While playing Scrabble, I was it was quite funny and weird knowing there were 2 letter words. AA is a word, CH is a word, ZA is a word. So that was quite a new thing and a funny thing for me. So learning about those words, those Scrabble words was not only enough. Of course, I was curious what those words meant. And I used to go and check out their meanings. And that's how I learned some of the words. And now also, if I'm writing something random out of nowhere, then some words automatically hit me that, oh, I use this word in that game, I use this word with him. So I would used to write those words, and that's how Scrabble has helped me. The good thing about playing Scrabble in my studies is the same teacher who taught me Scrabble and the same teacher who is checking my writing papers. So they are the same and they just give constant feedback on how I was improving or where I was going into. So that was a great thing for me. So uh, I what I used to do was I bought a Scrabble board and asked three of my home friends at my home to try it out. Just give it a try. Just come along and play with me. Now they are loving it too much that they call me and ask me just come over my place. We want to play. So it's all about just enjoying. So coming to this year 2020, this pandemic period, I think it has turned out to be a real boon for SCP and me as well. All dear Scrabble players, they have had so much of trainings and sessions from Scrabble masters from Pakistan, from Sri Lanka, India, and we got to learn a lot of things. We never knew about the online platforms that we could use to reach out to other Scrabble lovers and to conduct championships as well. So this time we have progressed a lot, and it has helped all of us very hard. So at my school, when Nisa Bhattrai sister, she is one of the international Scrabble players. So she will also be sharing her experience tomorrow. So when all the students got to know about her when she made it to the internationals, everyone jumped into out of curiosity, and yes, I would also like to try it out. So everyone were there, and Scrabble for me now has been like forever. So it will be with me, it will be with me. It's not just a periodic things. Now I'm loving it, and I guess Scrabble is also loving me. So long story short, I guess this Scrabble, if perfectly mixed with our study materials and those books, will be a very great thing. So what I still find is some people around me don't take it don't take is more than just a game. So that's a thing that I also try to counsel them about, to talk them about. But we are just getting into it, and all dear teachers are working on it, on how to make these things connect with our studies and all. So this was all from me. Thank you so much for the call. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sugat. Okay, I want to hear from the response or the reaction of other participants. What do you think about his steering, Hamid sir? Can we start with Hamid sir? What do you have any questions or queries, or how is your response about the sharing of Sogat? Okay, any one of you can say that, or you can ask any question to Sogat. Please feel free. You can unmute
Forgot.
yourself. Yeah, yes, Tracy. Okay.
Forgot. It was a joy to listen to you tell us about Scrabble. It's always been a favorite game of mine. As an educator, I know that we don't learn well from textbooks, but interactions and games has been where it's been at for at least 10 to 15 years now. It's just that the educators are just learning that. You spoke it well, and I enjoyed listening to you and your enthusiasm, and it proves to me that we're on the right track. When our learners are excited, enthusiastic, and passionate about learning, then we're doing it right. Thank you so much for your sharing.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Sogat. Yeah, any other participant? Sita ma'am, Raina. Okay. Now, Sogat, if you want, you can stay for a few minutes because we have some yeah, activities like fill in the gaps type of activities that we are going to discuss. So you can stay there if you want. Otherwise, you can leave that. I think you enjoy that one.
Hello, Shogat. Thank you so much for sharing with us the Scrabble. But how many students do you need for Scrabble game? How many students can play at a time?
I can we can play two also, and at my school we can play four also. But mostly we should play two players.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. For tournaments, for championships, we have two players on one board. But when they are practicing, they can play maximum four persons in one board. So for classroom purpose, we can use, yeah, we can have four students in one board. But for the championships, okay, national and international championships, we have uh, only two players in one board. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
yeah, we'll have more about that's elaboration about Scrabble today. We still have 1.5 hours, so I want to yeah, bring your or draw your attention towards some of my slides. Let me share them. I was expecting that there would be more people joining, but I heard that a lot of schools in Nepal are running up to 6 o'clock because the schools have just started and they want the students to be there in the school till 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and just like Sogat is there in the school till now. Okay, welcome all of you. I have already welcomed Sogat. Now, for all the participants, I want to request to try this fill in the gaps. Let's discuss about these things. Okay, this is one of the vocabulary activity that we can find in the website called americanenglish.state.gov. There is lighter side, and sometimes we have the activities from this website too. You can download that from a website called yes, www.americanenglish.state.gov. Okay, if you want, you can go there and download the lighter side. Here you have lots of this kind of ready-to-use materials for classroom purpose. So can we, yeah, guess the missing letters?
Yes,
Suppose,
I can guess. I can guess. First one is singing songs.
singing
Mob,
songs. Okay,
mob,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, ma'am. And
and movie night maybe.
movie
Movie,
night. Okay, sure, sure.
book
Yes.
club,
Book
book
club.
club,
Yes, book
book
club.
club.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
De-
Yes, that's right.
debate, debate, and then role play.
Debate and role plays. Absolutely correct. That's all I write. You are very quick. Have some more there. Okay, let's try this. The students may like that, but Sogat left because he has a class there. Can we go for the next?
Discussing current events would be your
All
first step.
right. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Current,
Current,
Current
yeah,
events.
discussing
Photo
current events. Yeah,
current,
yeah, current events.
photo, photo
con-
maybe. Photo
Photo
contest,
contest.
contest,
Yeah,
contest.
photo contest. All right.
Games, games,
Games. Or
conversation practice.
conversation practice, right? Yeah.
conversation practice. Coffee,
Coffee break.
coffee break.
Coffee break.
Translation.
Translation. Yeah.
Mm. Watching TV shows.
Mm.
Listening
The
podcast.
podcasts.
Listening to podcasts. Yeah.
Podcast.
Podcast.
Podcasts. Yeah. And finally,
Electing club
Club.
officers.
wow, we are perfect. Thank you.
It only goes
So,
to show that we really don't need as many vowels. We can do much of it by the consonants.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah,
see, you can see the words easily without the vowels. It's a nice
yeah,
it's a nice game.
yeah. And likewise, I got this gap fill type of activities there in the same website. They have this kind of materials there. We have to fill the gaps. This is good for vocabulary practice, I think, or power, and even here are some of the conversation type of things like that. Yeah. Uh, what are you doing? No. What are you doing? I'm knitting a sweater. That looks like fun. So, do you like to knit? I'm not sure. To tell you the truth, I don't.
Know how?
Yeah, I don't know how. Okay, I don't know how. I can teach you. All you have to do is watch me and
I try to
Listen.
yeah, listen to
listen.
yeah,
Listen
listen
to
to
my
my
direction.
directions. I'll tell you what to do. Let's continue. Okay, can we continue this second activity there? You could see Min, Maya, Rana joining now.
I don't have much time now.
Oh,
Maybe
I
some
don't
other
have
time.
much time though.
Enough.
THOUGH though.
Though. Yes.
Yeah, though, yeah, THOUGS, yes, though.
Why don't come to my meeting circle? It's club I'm in. We would get together to meet and
Meet
chat
and chat
and
for
for
a
a
few,
few hours. Few
yes,
hours?
few hours. It's fun. It's a,
But I'm not
it's
member
fun.
of your knitting
Come as
circle.
my
No
guest.
problem. You can come as my
Guest. GUEST.
Yes, yes,
guest.
Tracy, that is guest. Okay, guest, and everyone will welcome you.
Where are the rest of the people here? It's supposed to be
No
coming up
problem. You can come as my guest. We meet times a week.
2 times a week.
Two times.
Two
Yeah.
times, yeah, two.
Monday and
Monday and
Wednesday.
Saturday. Wednesday.
And Wednesday, yeah, yeah, that's right. That sounds great. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Tracy.
By the way,
It's like we are reading the yeah
why
script
is
in
I was
Matrix.
going to
what
say,
is the
I don't know why
sweater
you
for
don't
you?
do it as
What
a script reading. A B. That would
who
make it
is
kind
the
of
sweater
Yeah,
for?
yeah.
Who is the sweater for? Who? Number 9.
Number 9.
Who is
Who?
the sweater for? It's a
Yeah.
close
Who?
friend of
Yes.
mine.
Who is the sweater for?
It's for a close.
Close friend.
Friend
I
inside.
lives in
Okay.
He lives in a
a foreign country. She lives
Foreign
in a
country.
foreign country,
Yeah, foreign
halfway
country.
around the world.
foreign country.
So I'll have to send it to her. In fact, she lives on an
On an island. I'm an
island.
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 Yeah. Island surrounded by water. Mhm.
Surrounded.
Is the weather cold there?
No, in the summer, but it's cool in the
In the autumn.
In the autumn, yeah.
autumn. In
Autumn and
winter.
winter. Mhm. Well, I hope she likes this sweater.
Treat for 2. I'm little too afraid going to be the what? What?
Wrong size.
Wrong,
Wrong size. Wrong size.
But
wrong size. Yeah.
Keisha, as an American, obviously, and a teacher who does this kind of thing as well, it really, to me, clearly shows the importance of being able to help your learners understand context clues.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yes.
oftentimes when I'm working even with those kids from America, they get stuck on a word and they stop.
Mm-hmm.
And they wait for somebody to tell them what it is. rather than to try and get them to skip over the word and read the rest of the sentence and then go back to that word, because the letters and the context of the sentence will help you determine what that word is. And that's really important. So I think that this is a good way to show the importance of context clues when you're reading. And don't let the words get you stuck because you don't know it right away. The words around it can help you determine what it is.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, connecting the dots, right?
It
Going
really
back.
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's go forward. Here are some of the letters, and out of these letters, we have to make as many words as we can. As we can. Okay. So, can we try making the words? We can write in the chat box as well, or you can say the words. Yeah, there can be words like male. Okay, Mars. Mars is a word. M-A, yeah, S-A-I, sail. Okay, of course, M-A-I-L-S, males also will be there. Mhm. Any other? Else, cell, male. Wow. Any others trying that?
Yeah, we can.
You're trying that. When it's given to the students, they do it very fast. Like is, as, as, okay, I as is, like, okay. As, yeah, L-I-A-R. I think that is also okay. L-I-A-R, L-I-A-R. L-I-S, lies is also there. But there's no E, sorry. Yeah, yes, M-A. R-A-R-A-R-A-I-L, rail. Hmm. Oh, yeah, yes, my ma'am. Minmaya has written there. S-I-R, sir. Mm-hmm. S-I-R. Ah, A-L. A-L-A-R-M. I think that will be right. A-L-A-R-M. Yes, alarms. Probably this is the longest one, right? RAM. A-L-A-R-M-S. Alarms.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a longer one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mars. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. I hope this kind of yeah, this also can be a good practice for the classroom. You know, if we give some letters and ask the student to try as many words as possible. Generally, we try them in the class as well. Okay, now here is something like Scrabble. Here we have to use. Suppose one of the word is already there. Boxes, and we have to make another word using the given alphabets like A, K, E, D, E, O, P, O. But we have to use at least one letter of this uh, letter on the board, like boxes. We have to use at least one from there. P-O-K-E-S. Okay, box. I think that's right. P-O. P-O. Yeah. P-O-K.
Okes.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, double. Double later. Okay. Anybody else trying that? Book. Yes. Yes, Sita ma'am, that's right. Yeah, book is also possible, but when you write B-O-O-K, but yes, yes, it can be in the, yeah, after, below that one. Books can be better. B-O-O-K. Yes, I think books will get more points. Isn't so?
Of
If
course,
we
because
start from,
letter.
yeah, double word. Yes, that's double word. B-O-O-K. Yes, books. Books will be better then. Hello, Rina. Rina, ma'am.
Spoke.
Welcome. Yes, keep. Keep is also right. K-E-E-P. But yeah, K-E-E-P. But that's books will be better. But here is one option given there. Peekaboo. Peekaboo was done by somebody and they got 119 points.
Wow.
It's wonderful. Okay, can we try next out of this? So these kind of things can be given to the students. They can try vertically and horizontally and try new words. Okay, now let's see what people say about Scrabble. Scrabble is a word game for many of the people. Most of the time, they say that this is a word game. It enhances the vocabulary, and yeah, of course, they say that this is for meeting with new words. Yeah, Tracy, I have one experience. When I was in America, in Ohio, I had to teach the students in one of the school. I got the chance of teaching for 3 days or 4 days, I think. I
Oh,
think it
wow.
was for yeah, 3 days. And yeah, I remember the name of the school as well. It was Swanton School
In Massachusetts.
in Swanton in, I think Swanton was there in, I forgot the exact place, but it was in the Ohio.
Oh, in Ohio. Oh, Scranton. Scranton, Ohio.
So
SPR. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes, Swanton. That there I had to yeah, teach English, and I'm not totally an English teacher. I teach mathematics and sometimes I teach social studies as well. And I did my master's in mathematics first. And I love the students playing games and being engaged in different activities like talking and discussing and communicating. So I just simply planned for the first day. What I did, I just shared them a video from Nepal. One
Oh,
of the video, like it was a mad honey, about mad honey in Nepal. Have you heard about it? Does
no.
anybody of you know other participants? Even we have some participants from Nepal. Minmaya and Sita ma'am and Rina Pradhan. Does anybody know about mad honey?
Mad. MAD, honey. HONEY.
Yes, yes, yes. Mad honey. It's very wonderful. Yeah, if you search in YouTube, you can find out that video. It's amazing. They're in some remote areas, in the remote villages of Nepal, in the hilly or mountain sides. People, yeah, go to the slopes, very dangerous, steep slopes, and they, yeah, take out the honey
Oh,
from the, yeah, that's wild bees.
yeah.
And that is a very difficult task, but that honey is just like what to say, intoxicating. If you have more than one spoonful, then you will start vomiting and you have lots of problem, nausea. Yeah,
Oh.
it's really mad. You become mad, like and
So what
uh,
is in the honey? Has anybody looked into what the properties are that are in the honey? Is it some sort of hallucinogenic?
Yes, yeah, hallucinating. Yes, of course.
So it must be from the plants that they're gathering the nectar
Yeah,
from,
wild.
like poppy
Yes,
plant
yes,
or
yes.
something like that.
Yeah, that's from forest area, no, in the hilly region, mountain forests.
Uh-huh.
They go to that kind of areas, and wild bees make those kind of that kind of honey, and people collect that. And
Yeah.
when you watch that video, then you feel so scared. And some, yeah, students were talking because that was quite new thing for the students, and they were engaged in this kind of discussion. Instead of simply showing them about what is Nepal and Nepalese costume and like that, I just shared that video, and we had a very wonderful discussion. The students were talking about the lifestyles and about honey and what is the value of, or let's say, importance of taking risk for that kind of honey, you know. So why I want
Well, it
just
was interesting because it was a good way, Keshab, of connecting something that they know about. They know about bees and honey in the United
yes,
States,
yes, yeah,
but then it takes it another step and introduces your country to them through something that they know. It's a wonderful way to do it. Very good.
yeah.
Don't
Thank
tell
you.
me you're not
Just
an English teacher. You know,
yeah,
you
I always remember how lively the, yeah, how actively they took part in that discussion. And the next day we were doing the Scrabble activities, and they played Scrabble in my classroom. And yeah, they were discussing that they had never done Scrabble in the class, and they were very happy. You know, even in America, they were playing Scrabble in the classroom, and they were saying that it seems not simply the word game; it has something more. Although many people say that this is all about words, and some words are wired, you know, not so useful. And of course, people when they prepare for competitions, they have some silly words, you know, this unusual, very rare type of words. Anyway, this is a wordplay. One thing. And some people say that this Scrabble is a puzzle game. Of course, you have seen that there is crossword puzzle, and they have to make the words horizontally and vertically, and have a linkage with one letter to another. Yeah, and okay, and there is a chance to be the Scrabble champion as well. And yeah, without yeah, confusing with you with the long description, I just want to skip this one. Some people have said that this is a strategy game. Of course, there needs a strategy there, making for making decisions, and thought-provoking decisions. Let's say there is mathematics, there is managing risk, and I like the last sentence over here. You are the general, and the words are your army. I like this writing very much. For Scrabble players, the the words are their army. That's why it is a strategy game. You need that. And so far as Scrabble is concerned, sometimes you can see this is a board game as well. Not simply the board game, not only the puzzle and strategy, but this is a board game which has multicolored hot spots. And yeah, you can see that there is a 15 by 15 uh, spaces, and 100 number of tiles, and yeah, 100 number of tiles, and two of them are blank, and we have to play with this. So there is a interesting activity now. Can we try this crossword puzzle for a few minutes? Let's find out a word in each number to fill the given crossword. Can we guess the first one? Argument presented. As Tracy said before, we have to go, we have to read that whole thing and come back to the, yeah, come back to the word that we need to make out of. I think there's number one. I, the argument presented. What will be there? Accept? Is that accept?
I accept the
Think so?
argument. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, can we try next? Number two.
I concur with that opinion.
Yeah. Yes. Number two is, yeah, concur. Sometimes it's difficult. This is a little bit difficult than the earlier exercise. 7. Okay. Number 7. Rina has written number 7. What is there? Number 7. Argue. All right. All right. That's perfect. That's right. Rina is right. She'll say number 7 down. There is argue. What else? Number 6. Yeah, number 6. Very quick. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's also right. TO. That's the shortest word over here. Any other guesses? Like number 5, that is contest. Number 5. And number 3. What is that? Number 3. Number 3. Wow. Let's discuss. I think it's discuss, right? Number 3.
Discuss.
Yeah, number 3 is discuss. Down. If we go down, then that is discuss. If we go across, then that is number 3, across. We should the question before we make a decision. Yeah, there are lots of gaps, so it's a little bit difficult for practice. Anyway, here are the answers. You can yeah, keep the note of.